Hello guys, how's it going? Today is another beautiful day here in Texas, and I would like to share with you my camera roll that I've collected over the past, I'll say 2 weeks. And let's get started. Hope you guys are having a good day as well. The first video I have is the first video. The first photo I have is plants and a river, and there's clouds. So not a river, it's a lake, and I have this, it's a reflection of the clouds in the lake, and you'll see the silhouette of some grass, and it looks dreamy like to me. It's very dreamy like, and I liked how it turned out. It was more like an experiment, but the reason I took this photo is because I wanted to get the reflection of the clouds in the river, in the lake, and that was my main concern. And so I decided to put some grass, shrubbery, some shrubs, and I liked how it turned out. It almost looks like a dream type photo. So it's the same day. I was out taking a walk out in nature, and the clouds look pretty cool around here where I live, and there was a storm coming, and so yeah, I like how the background, on the ground there's grass and or some kind of shrubs, and the clouds look really beautiful and puffy, and the sky is blue, of course. And I went out for a walk, and that's what I captured on that one. And so this one I was on a dirt road, and the reason I captured this photo is because of the mud puddle that was right there, the water puddle, and my exposure value, I went down on my exposure value, so that's why it looks more dark around the puddle. And yeah, I probably went, I don't know, my exposure value was probably at -2, no more than that. I was experimenting with my exposure values, and this one photo was the most, was the one that I liked the most out of the other ones that I took. I took probably like 10 photos of the exact same mud puddle or water puddle, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, and this next photo I took, again, it's the clouds, and I thought it was really nice just capturing the clouds. That was my main reason for this photo. And there was like a little wooden man-made post sticking out of the ground, and I decided to incorporate that into my composition photo, and I liked how it turned out. This next photo I just took of the clouds. My exposure value was probably -1, and my focus was taking pictures of the clouds. Okay, this photo here is a biking trail, and I thought it was really interesting that both lines were leading up to the main bike trail, and you can see the grass or plants, green plants there, and there's like shrubs, some kind of shrubbery. And my exposure value was again like -1. I liked how the lines were leading into the main. I just like the bike path. It was pretty neat, so that's why I took that photo where I was walking. And the reason I took this photo is because all the white flowers that you see on the grass. That was the main reason I took this photo. and it was a overcast day, but yet the sun will somehow came out and gave me a good amount of light, and I took this photo. I think they're daisies, wild daisies, exactly. If you want to know the exact wildflower. This next photo is on the same road, uh, and it was an overcast day. The reason for this photo, I wanted to document the day and the clouds. It's mostly clouds that I like to take photos of here that you guys can see. And it was a dirt road. Exposure value, I probably went down -1 exposure value. And I probably was using Real Ace or Classic Negative for the film simulation on my Fujifilm camera. A picture of a water puddle. I don't think it would be a mud puddle because there's not that much mud circulating, but yeah. And then you see in the puddle a electric pole of some sort. The reason for this photo is I wanted to capture what the water puddle was reflecting, what was reflecting in that water puddle, and I thought that was a good photo. Exact same day, I was probably walking back to my car, and I wanted to capture this photo of the clouds reflecting off the lake that I was near at. And so exposure value, again, negative. This was the next day. It was sunrise, and I was lucky enough to get some sunlight that day. It was probably like around 8 a.m. in the morning, and you can see perfectly lit. I probably went down like 0.1 exposure value. So the main reason was the biking trail. I wanted to capture the lines going through that bike trail, and I think I captured it perfectly. So this photo was the exact same. All these photos I've been taking pictures of were the exact same area, but in the morning, of course, there's these kind of prairie grasses that grow there, and the light, if you look at them just right, reflecting off the sun, you can see they glow, the plants. So I wanted to capture that. My exposure value, all these photos, I'm thinking I probably had a negative 0.1 exposure value. But yeah, I thought this was an interesting photo. This photo is another bike trail, and I like how the lines go into this dark area where it's almost an abyss like area, and I wanted to capture that photo, and I turned out pretty good. This was when the sun was about to be diminished, and I was lucky enough to capture this photo. I practically stopped taking photos this day due to the light being gone because the overcast was really gray. This photo is another day, more into the countryside, and you can see in the far end there's some cotton gin factory, and the reason I took this photo was because the road was leading in that area to the left, and I thought it was a cool composition, and there was a little bit of clouds. Honestly, I wouldn't have taken this picture if there was no clouds, but I took this photo due to there being clouds. Trees that are dying and there's two of them, and I wanted to incorporate it into the sky with the clouds. And I believe this is Real Ace film simulation that I used, and I probably went down a negative. My exposure value probably went down, I don't know, zero point 0.1, negative zero point 0.1. And yeah, I just, it looks how I like the story of seeing a tree that's almost barely living, and then you see a dying tree that has no life on it. And yeah, this video is mostly just me going on my nature walk and just walking in nature. And I hope you guys like this video. And yeah, if you like my photography, please leave a like on the video, and it means a lot, y'all liking this video, and appreciate it, guys. Peace.